Here.
Mr. Wood.
Here.
Ms. Isabella.
Here.
Mr. Bosley.
Here.
Ms. Kelting.
Here.
Clerk is here. Mr. Favreau is absent.
Correct. Resolution number 171, accept minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of June 4th and June 11th, 2026 be accepted and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Dana, do I have a second?
Second.
Tom, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Do we have any public comment? Seeing none, I'm gonna just mention a couple things quick. This is a regular meeting, usually I wouldn't say too much, but just two things. I had spent most of the day today with planning, along with a representative from Lake Champlain Basin Program and a couple of reps from the Army Corps of Engineers. We met out at Emergency Services where Trevor did a quick briefing. Then we toured several of the sinkhole sites out on the old base, went out to the flight line, and then we wrapped up over at Battlefield Memorial Gateway. For those that don't realize it, if we go down in the back by the jetties, just to the north is one of the big pipes that basically comes down from that whole area up there. We then came back over here and they conducted their section 542 meeting, which is the section of congressional appropriation that would fund, a task or a construction such as we might be looking for. So we're looking real good for the planning portion of it. We're moving forward with it. They got to Trevor with some additional items that they're gonna need for submission. We hope to have everything submitted into them probably September-ish. And then they would start working through that process. The initial step would be the 660,000 give or take that would be used for survey, study of the system that's there, along with some of the initial site plan work. So we're moving forward with it.
Sweet.
The two representatives here from the Army Corps were very receptive. Lake Champlain Basin Program is still on board, as this is a type of project that they want to engage with this. They basically said today that they don't want to be involved in any planning, and this is just strictly the planning piece that's less than $500,000. They just, with this program, this is big projects that they're going after. So this project is the very type of project that they're looking for.
Nice.
And I think Trevor did an excellent job basically showing to them start to finish.
What is going on?
When you go out to that old flight line and you understand the amount of impervious space there is, that water's running off and where it's going, and we popped a manhole over on the corner of Connecticut and Idaho near Emergency Services, the one area where we had the problem, and they were actually down looking in the manhole, and that manhole drops down 25 feet down the pipes, etc. So I think they really got a much better understanding of the magnitude of this system and the fact that a town with 11,000 people is just not going to be able to manage that on their own. So fingers crossed. That felt real good when we got done today. It's really moving forward. I did let the assemblyman know also that, because he's really the one that got the ball rolling when he was sitting in his chair, that we were moving forward with it. So that's real good. Just one other quick reminder, if you're not going to be here for a meeting, just make sure you let me know. Everybody's been pretty good about it. Tom, I know you're not here next week, so I know it's that time of year, but just make sure we know going forward, because we do have some action items coming up. We just got to make sure that we have enough people here to take action. Okay, that's enough of me babbling, we'll get through this. Our resolution number 172, abstract 7B3, or 7B-26.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 7B26 for $363,494.13, abstract 7B26 prepays for the amount of $215,660.76 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstracts.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Ilona, do I have a second?
Second?
Dan, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 173, allocation of funds from Delaware River Solar Benny Blake Site Plan and Special Use Permit Public Environmental Benefit Fee.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh solar law, local law requires a public environmental benefit fee for all Tier 3 solar projects calculated as $2,500 per acre of the subject parcel used for solar energy generation and those that support the project, roads, equipment, etc. And whereas at the discretion of the town board, the public environmental benefit funds shall be allocated to town projects that contribute to greenhouse gas reduction, energy efficiency, multimodal transportation, public recreation, ecological diversity, and habitat preservation. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh is in receipt of $77,525 on behalf of the Delaware River Solar Benny Blake project, and whereas the town has several special projects that are suitable for the allocation of these funds for their intended environmental benefits, which will reduce the town's financial obligations. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby directs the business office to allocate these funds accordingly. $14,000 for the development of the ADA ProWag pedestrian facilities assessment, $15,000 for the development of the former airbase stormwater assessment, $48,525 for the development of the comprehensive plan. And resolve that a certified copy of this resolution be provided to the business office and the planning department, and that these funds will not be spent until the project has received building permits in the event that the project happens to withdraw.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Dana, do I have a second?
Second?
Tom? Just a reminder, like the last resolve said, this money cannot be used or will not be spent to use anything of the sort until building permits are received. Just a quick update with that part of it for this particular project. We should have decommissioning plan and escrow information for work session next week, and we will vote on that August 3rd meeting. Does that sound right? 3rd, 4th, whatever the
Is the
first.
project that was hesitant to give us the cleanup?
They're gonna put it in escrow.
They are?
They are in, they're in process right now with the escrow agreement.
Okay. 'Cause
So they sent us,
when we talked
actually,
before-
they sent us over the escrow agreement today, so Matt has to review it.
Okay.
So they are moving forward. This looks very likely like it is going to happen. So no, they agreed, they are gonna do the escrow. And as soon as they get the escrow in and it's deposited, they can pull their permit. So that looks like it's a go, but we should have that escrow, like I said, escrow and decommissioning plan for work session. Then we'll vote on it first meeting in August. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mrs. Abella,
Yes.
Mr. Bosley,
Yes.
Ms. Kelting,
Yes.
Mr. Costick.
Yes. Resolution carries. Resolution number 174, resolution in support of Michigan Fest, August 1, 2026, benefiting the Battlefield Memorial Gateway.
Whereas Michigan Fest is a new community celebration to be held on Saturday, August 1st, 2026 in the town of Plattsburgh to honor the region's unique culinary treasure, the Michigan, and serve as a fundraiser for the advancement of the Battlefield Memorial Gateway, a project dedicated to honoring the service and sacrifice of our veterans. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh proudly recognizes its place as the home of the Michigan and is committed to promoting community events that bring people together in celebration of local heritage and collective purpose. And whereas the town extends its sincere appreciation to U First Credit Union, Federal Credit Union, Dannemora Federal Credit Union, and Taylor Rental for their leadership in presenting sponsors, and to the dedicated Michigan Fest Community Organizing Committee for their hard work and enthusiasm in developing this inaugural event. And whereas Michigan Fest will include family-friendly activities, vendors, and entertainment, with all festivities to take place on the grounds of the Clinton County Fairgrounds. And resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby waive all related license and permit fees associated with this community fundraising event, and does authorize and direct the town clerk to issue the necessary license to conduct and operate a place of public amusement on Saturday, August 1st, 2026, in connection with Michigan Fest. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be provided to the finance manager, codes officer, town clerk, U First Federal Credit Union, Dannemora Federal Credit Union, and the Michigan Fest Organizing Committee.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Dana, do I have a second?
Second?
Dan, we just asked the clerk to just, if we could, on the last resolve, could you make a note to
Yes.
add in Taylor Rental on that also,
Yes.
please? Thank you. Any further discussion? Other than we had a press conference the other day for this, so, if you haven't seen the Dancing Michigan's video yet, I would suggest that you try to find it. I don't know exactly where it would be, but it was, pretty good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Resolution number 175, New York Association of Towns Legislative Meeting Delegation.
Whereas Town Supervisor Charles A. Costick will attend the New York Association of Towns Legislative Conference and meeting on September 22nd and 23rd, 2026. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh benefits from having a delegate vote on what to include in the New York AOAT's 2027 legislative priorities. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh has the authority to designate any officer, employee, or representative of the town as a delegate for this meeting. Therefore be it resolved that Town Supervisor Charles A. Costick be designated as the delegate for the town of Plattsburgh. And further resolved that in the absence of Town Supervisor Charles A. Costick, Deputy Town Supervisor Dana M. Isabella be designated as the delegate for the town of Plattsburgh. And be it further resolved that copies of this resolution be given to Charles A. Costick and Dana M. Isabella, and that one be placed in each of their personnel files, and that the town clerk complete the certificate of designation noting Charles A. Costick as the official town delegate.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Tom, do I have a second?
Second.
Ilona, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 176, resolution in support of the New York Association of Towns Bill of Rights.
Whereas town government provides services essential to the vitality of New York State, including but not limited to maintaining and repairing roads, protecting neighborhoods and businesses, guiding economic development, and serving as the first line of defense, communication, and safety for residents every day of the year. And whereas the 933 towns of New York State are home to more than 9.1 million New Yorkers, and are diverse in population, geography, and demographics, such as decisions affecting daily life are best made at the local level by the government that best understands each community's character, challenges, and needs. And whereas the towns of New York are partners in shaping the state's future, and a true partnership between the state and its local governments will propel New York State forward to benefit all New Yorkers. And whereas the New York Association of Towns has adopted a Bill of Rights, articulating the core principles that should govern the relationship between the state and its towns. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh shares and affirms those principles, namely, number one, protection and defense of municipal home rule, recognizing that towns as the level of government closest to the people are best positioned to balance competing interests and make decisions that shape daily life. Two, local control of land use and zoning, free from statewide zoning rules, and override the voice of resident taxpayers and the officials they elect. Three, freedom exemption from unfunded mandates so that local taxpayers are not made to bear the cost of orders imposed by state and federal authorities without the resources to carry them out. 4, modernize transparency, accessibility, and engagement, including reform of outdated public notice requirements that consume scarce municipal dollars on print notices often missed by the public. And 5, a meaningful voice in state decisions affecting the hometowns that towns govern, so that town government is treated as a true partner rather than an afterthought or a hurdle to clear. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh hereby endorses and adopts the New York Association of Towns Bill of Rights and affirms its commitment to the principles set forth therein. And be it further resolved that the town board calls upon the governor and the New York State Legislature to respect and uphold these principles in the enactment of legislation and the administration of state programs affecting towns. And be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby directed to transmit certified copies of this resolution to the governor of the state of New York, temporary president of the Senate, the speaker of the assembly, the state senators and members of the assembly representing the town of Plattsburgh, and the New York Association of Towns.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
We can give it to Tom and Dana. Any discussion? Seeing none, could I have a roll call vote?
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mrs. Avella.
Yes.
Mr. Bosley.
Yes.
Ms. Kelting.
Yes.
Mr. Costick.
Yes, resolution does carry, thank you. Resolution number 177, contact with Hemisphere Business Solutions for professional services for assisting with human resource needs.
Whereas the town is no longer engaged in a service contract with Public Sector HR Consultants LLC for their human resource needs. And whereas the town supervisor and finance manager met with Holly Vassar from Hemisphere Business Solutions, checked her references, and confirmed her experience in human resources meets the needs of the town. And whereas the town has received a proposal from Hemisphere Business Solutions to assist with any human resource needs, especially situations that require optimal neutrality and employee assistance. Therefore be it resolved that the contract that has been received by the town attorney, that the supervisor be authorized to enter into an agreement with Hemisphere Business Solutions on behalf of the town of Plattsburgh. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution and attachments be given to the finance manager and Hemisphere Business Solutions.
Could I have a motion?
So moved.
Dan, do I have a second?
Second.
Ilona. As discussed, Jen and I met with Holly. He thinks a great find for us. This is a local. Before we did engage with public sector HR, which worked fine, but it was a remote. The one thing that she does have experience with that we are gonna be interested in doing again, everybody knows that we did a wage evaluation 6 or 7 years ago, set up all of our various, entry points and 5 steps, et cetera. We know that it's coming up on time to probably do that again soon. She does have experience doing that, has done it at other employers, so that's one we're really looking for. She does have municipal experience, and like I said, she's local. She has an office right down in the city. So I think it's a great find. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 178, July 2026 budget amendment.
Whereas the town may need to amend the 2026 budget to reflect changes in revenues and expenditures during the year. And whereas the budget amendments will be offset from existing fund balance or additional revenues, therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh authorize the following budget amendment as attached. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Dana, I have a second.
Second.
Gonna give that to Ilona. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I would like to go into executive session and discuss the work history of 4 individuals, should be a very short one. Could I have a motion?
So,
Who, was that Dana?
me, sorry.
Dana,
Yeah.
do I have a second?
Second.
Tom? Could I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
Mrs. Bella?
Yes.
Mr. Bosley?
Yes.
Ms. Gelfling?
Yes.
Mr. Costick?
Yes, we're going to executive session at 6:21
Expect that
PM.
we're taking any action.
No action to be taken.